Hey everyone, how's it going? I just saw Wonder Woman and I got back and said, man, we got to do another review.
What's this you say? 2 reviews? So close together? That's not normal. What happened to you? Didn't you used to make How It Should Have Ended videos?
Yes, I've been making How It Should Have Ended videos for 12 years actually, and I haven't stopped now. But anyway, I'll update you on that stuff at the end because it's ladies first, homie, and you're not here to listen to me talk about my stuff. You want to talk about Wonder Woman. So what do you say?
Let's get to it.
Wonder Woman!
She's gonna punch the violence out of you.
Wonder Woman!
And Captain Kirk is her new boo.
All right, Wonder Woman. The movie we were all looking forward to, but also expected to self-implode and burst into flames and squeal a depressing, embarrassing death because we had crossed our arms long ago with all this previous Wonder Woman silly business and started to lose faith in this character ever having her own movie, is finally here. And guess what? It doesn't suck! It is awesome, actually. DC finally delivers the Wonder Woman you've been hoping for. Directed by Patty Jenkins and written by these 3 dudes. It is so good, you guys. It hits so many important beats. If you wanted a timeless origin story, you got it. If you wanted something that makes you excited for Wonder Woman in the Justice League, you got it. If you wanted a strong female role model for the world to look up to, you got it. If you wanted awesome, sweet action sequences, you got it. If you wanted a movie that has a great message, you got it! I'm getting really excited, sorry. This is almost a perfect superhero film, and I hesitate saying the word almost. Only because, even though I really appreciated everything that was said and done in the film, there are some things at the end that I would just wanted a little bit more. But coming from a guy that makes How It Should Have Ended videos for a living, I doubt that comes as much of a surprise. So my short review is, guess what? Go check it out. Wonder Woman is classic and beautiful and awesome. Gal Gadot, is that how you say it, right? Gal Gadot? That's what I said. She completely has my vote. And honestly, I didn't think I would like her when she was first cast. I thought, yeah, she's hot and she kind of looks like Wonder Woman, but she's so skinny! Shouldn't Wonder Woman, have muscle tone? Like an Amazon? And Gal Gadot shows up in this movie and she's like, sit down, you don't know me! Kapow! Does all this cool fight choreography and straight up puts me in my place. She's awesome. Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman has arrived, and she has raised the bar that the rest of the Justice League will have to live up to, in my opinion. Because in all honesty, Wonder Woman is good enough that it doesn't need the Justice League tie-in. The tie-in is there, but there isn't an overly obvious handoff to the Justice League, and I really like that. There isn't an after-credit scene. Warner Brothers is like, stop expecting this from us. She don't need no stinking after-credit scene. So my quick review is, I enjoyed it. Go check it out. If you want to talk more details, then let's talk spoilers. Spoiler warning! Spoiler warning! I can't believe Chris Pine becomes Green Lantern at the end. How awesome was that? I'm kidding, that doesn't happen. Sorry. Wonder Woman becomes Green Lantern. I'm kidding. She dies. No, okay, whatever. Spoilers ahead, people. What did you think of the backstory? I enjoyed it, duh. Little Diana is growing up on Themyscira, all cute with a desire to punch things. She's surrounded by all these strong female warriors. Her mother's like, no, Diana, you will not be a fighter. It's too dangerous. And then immediately whispers into her sister's ear, train her harder than anyone has ever been trained before, ever. And her sister's like, oh yeah, this is Spartak! Plow! I thought that was cool. And it really sets up who Diana is and where she comes from very well. What do you think about Chris Pine? I thought he was a good choice for Steve Trevor. I thought him speaking in a German accent was kind of weird, but he has a lot of funny parts. I loved how they portrayed the lasso of truth being painful to resist. He's Diana's tour guide to the outside world in a way, so they share a lot of funny bits. But on the non-comical side, I thought they developed the relationship with him and Diana pretty well. Their relationship moves kind of fast, but most movie relationships do. What do you think about the supporting cast? There are a lot of sidekick characters in this movie. They often act only as comic relief, like Steve Trevor's secretary, but there's also his team of war misfits. Is that the proper description? War misfits? That's what they feel like. They all have struggles and have accepted their current way of life, but Diana sort of gives each one of them a sense of purpose, which is pretty cool. Wonder Woman encourages everyone she talks to, even the ice cream guy. You should be so proud. I like that joke a lot.
What did you think about the villains?
So there's like two evils at play in this movie, which made it interesting. The evil of humanity that Steve Trevor is fighting is represented by the Germans with Dr. Poison and Ludendorff, while Wonder Woman is looking to defeat an even bigger evil, the god of war, Ares. She believes wholeheartedly that she can end all war by killing him, and this adds a really interesting dynamic when she has to face the idea that all mankind is ultimately flawed. Of the three big villains, I'd say that Ares was the most disappointing, and I'd even question if the casting of that role was the right choice. While David Thewlis does Sinister pretty well, he doesn't really come off as godlike to me. And it was really tough to buy him in the role of Ares once the final battle got underway. Even with all the fake armor and muscles, to me he was far more effective as the ghost-like figure that Diana couldn't reach through the window. But he transforms into this Lord of the Rings looking armor, and it turns into the usual who can hit each other the hardest fight sequence. In a lot of ways, the climactic battle scene was the least impressive part to me. But it had its merits. Wonder Woman had to come to terms with the idea that humans might not always deserve to be saved, which was driven home when she stared down Dr. Poison at her most vulnerable. Maybe we don't deserve to be saved, but Wonder Woman believes that we should be saved. One of the scenes from the climax I found most interesting was Steve's goodbye moment with Diana, where you can't hear what's being said. He gets on the plane and sacrifices himself to stop the gas from reaching its target, but that's not the interesting part. What's interesting is, we don't know the words that were actually said because the sound is dampened from the explosion blast. Then, when Diana is fighting Ares, she thinks of the goodbye a second time. Only this time, we actually hear the words they are saying. And the words are her screaming, "I can do it! Whatever it is, I can do it!" And he says, "No, I can save today. You can save the world. I love you." You're meant to think this is what actually was said in that scene. But I think, really, she never heard the real words. And the dialogue we hear is what she believes was said. Diana says a couple times in the movie, "What matters is what you believe." And she believes that love is the answer. And that's what gives her the strength to fight on. And I kind of think that's the point. Honestly, more than anything, this movie works so well because they really got the character of Wonder Woman so right. She's the perfect amount of good and passion and power that we've always wanted to see, so even with a cheesy line here and there, Wonder Woman completely sells the rest of this movie. And her moral compass is exactly what we want to see in ourselves and in every human. So seeing someone with such strength and conviction is inspiring. And that was the point. Steve tells her in the film, you can do nothing or something. And I've already tried nothing. There are several scenes in this film where often people are choosing to do nothing when the world is at war and in despair. I don't think Diana has ever tried nothing. She was created with the desire to do something from the very beginning. Even when she was a little girl, she was determined. And that speaks to an audience that has witnessed a lot of hurt in the real world right now. We desperately want a hero that wants to do something about it and will lead the charge. She isn't reluctant, she's unwavering. She points out what is broken and immediately goes to fix it. I think this movie works so well because deep down, we all want Wonder Woman to be real. And isn't that what a superhero movie is supposed to be all about? Okay, those are my thoughts on Wonder Woman. As always, I hope you enjoyed them, and I hope you enjoyed the film as well. Please let me know what you thought of the movie in the comments below, because I love getting to read what your favorite parts were. As for other How It Should Have Been in the News, if you're curious about what's been going on in my world, I'm gonna be a daddy, which is really weird to say out loud. So I guess I'll just say, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. So that's kind of a big deal for me right now. But if that news doesn't excite you in the least, you might be more interested in knowing about these other little babies we've been making for you as well. Lego Batman, Moana, Kong. So those are coming out real soon. Hope you will enjoy them. Those were also in development before Guardians of the Galaxy hit theaters, just in case you were curious about that. But Guardians is also obviously on the list too. And I already know what I want to make with Wonder Woman, so just toss that on the list as well. So many titles! But I do apologize that things have been a bit slow by our usual standards. I know you guys have been waiting for new How It Should Have Ended, but I've got to put family first, and animation is a slow process. So sometimes things got to take a little time. I hope you guys understand. All right, That's all for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and watch some more videos. And I hope to see you on the next one. Take care, guys.
Bye!